Welcome back to Reno Rumble. Our Rumblers have taken on 2 older cottages in Northcote, and the competition has been fiercely fought. Last night, the Blue Tongue and Redback teams completed a bedroom each in just 48 hours. Their goal was to best meet the owner's brief and get the highest score. The couple with the highest score at this midweek judging wins immunity from elimination for the week. Carly and Leighton. This time, Blue Tongue's Carly and Leighton won immunity by a slim half point over Redback's Josh and Jenna. The playing field is levelled right out, and they now have just 72 hours to complete the rest of the house. And the Redbacks are in front by a minuscule 2 points. So as we come into a new day, they are feeling the pressure.
2 points just isn't enough of a lead to get us over the line. Last week we had 9 and they still bet it. So I think we're screwed.
First thing in the morning, and it's already full steam ahead at House Redback.
Take that whole thing out so we can have a look here. We might take this one out and put a new one in.
Builder Aidan is overseeing the major structural work, opening up the ceiling for the Velux skylights and squaring up the floors for the wet areas. Priority 1 is Captains Kyle and Kara's main bathroom.
Focus on getting this area patched up, then we can smash it tomorrow, yeah? Yeah. All right.
And because they're 1 team down, the Redbacks have 2 shared areas, the hallway and the laundry/second bathroom.
Lots and lots and lots to do. Have this framed and sheeted and waterproofed all by the end of the day. So, we've got a lot to do.
The kitchen and dining room has gone to the Jays.
Yeah.
Fish plated.
Yeah.
The kitchen cabinetry design decisions were made with the Freedom Kitchen consultant earlier in the week, and it took them hours to get it exactly right.
Is there anything in the island? There's no
Drawers.
just drawers?
Storage. Yeah.
It was a bit of a mess, that kitchen console. I think after last week and the disaster of
I think we're a bit scared of the kitchen this week.
home layout.
We lost some teammates due to some decisions we made on the previous house because we didn't have a large enough dining room.
We wanted to make sure that that was really right.
But there's still a lot of other stuff to settle, especially as their kitchen joins their dining room.
We need a 6-seater though.
And right now, it's the dining table that's causing anxiety.
There's 3 people living here, though.
Yeah, no, we need a 6-seater. We need a 6-seater.
You know what we should do? Does that...
No, it doesn't work because it's going to make it longer this way.
No, this way. You put it this way.
The design brief was like vintage with a touch of modern, and we feel that we have to get good marks to try and get the team over the line. So if we stuff this up, we're really going to blame ourselves, and we're definitely not letting another Redback go home.
Every little detail is critical, and the stress is starting to show.
Seriously, Josh, this bottom shelf here, see? How far in?
Guys, can you babysit him?
I'm not getting involved.
Give us that. 23.90 is there, dude.
I couldn't stop laughing. She was giving it to him.
She was giving it to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't care. She was just like, at him.
I don't care, just whatever we had it in from the bottom, from that side.
The size of the shelf, the bottom one's 23.90 because you wanted it short for your plan. The top one's 25,
Yes, I know I
30.
wanted it short, but how far in did we
This is
allow?
like that bloody
did we allow,
TV wall all
Did
over
we
again.
allow 100 millimetres in for the shelf? Did we?
It's whatever you want it to be.
I'm going.
It's whatever you want. It's
No, I'm
custom
out.
Jenna.
We're out.
I heard a bit of a row going on, but I also heard lots of laughter, so I didn't know if it was serious row or not.
Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't tell either if they were joking at first. I don't think they were.
Everyone argues. Yeah, no. We've all been there, we've all done it before, and it just happens to be on camera for us. All right, we're right to go. Yeah, we're going.
There's a lot going on.
You're being an idiot.
I'm not being an idiot. I'm trying to figure out.
You would never talk to me again if I talked to you.
Really?
It was really, it's just a normal conversation you have.
Yeah, it was
Early morning.
definitely first world problems.
Hello, mates.
Hey, Scotty.
How are you? I'm coming in.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, we're going okay.
How's Team Red going?
Good.
Yeah, classic Josh and Jenna, you're back.
Yeah.
I'm not standing in the middle of these.
I've missed you.
He's killing me.
we got an eye for detail, but
Yes.
it comes at a price.
Comes at a price.
Yes.
He doesn't listen to me at all.
It's really hard, Scotty. There's a lot of measurements getting thrown around.
Well, as I was coming down the hallway, I went, there's a familiar sound. How are we going?
Good.
Pretty good.
You on track?
Yeah.
That's right. Look,
I think the decision-making's the hardest. The
Yeah.
construction's not too bad.
Well, I heard the other day that you had like a 12-hour meeting about the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
18 hours.
18 hours.
Yeah.
So why did that take 18 hours?
Because we didn't want to do what we did last week.
Oh, yes.
We didn't want to gobble up our dining area.
Yes. That was disastrous, wasn't it?
It was for us.
The morale is really different this week to what it was last week. I think having Michael and Carleen and a full team, and we're all excited. We got burnt and we're terrified. And I think it's really changed the team dynamic. You know, we can't lose. We can't lose again.
Because it's the first time you guys have been building for other people on a brief, and that's where that dining room table and that kitchen maybe brought you unstuck. But not this week.
I don't like it when Scotty comes to see us because he always just like drills a lot of doubt into our heads, and this whole elimination thing has really been, it's just been messing with us, and it's just really dropped our confidence.
And you guys got the most work to do, got the lowest score in the team. So you definitely need an 18.
Yeah.
Or you need one of those guys to get a 10.
Yeah. No, we don't want that to happen.
Just
We
throwing it
don't want
out
one
there.
of them to get a 10 at all.
Come on. Lift your games, would you?
He pretty much told us to lift our game. We're doing poorly.
He didn't say we were doing poorly. He said.
Well, if you have to lift your game, you're obviously doing poorly.
But not everyone on the red team feels they are doing so poorly.
I was pretty disappointed in the Blue House, to be honest. They had only scored 2 points under us and their finishes were terrible.
Last night, the Redbacks went across the road to check out the Blue Tongues' finished bedrooms. The Blue Tongues' design brief is Scandinavian style, and the teams have really splashed out on expensive custom-made Scandi furniture, which looks great, but according to the Redbacks, their finishes just don't cut it.
We would never present rooms like this.
Oh, someone will come back and fix it
It's
next week. Don't worry about it.
absolutely shocking.
No, don't worry about it, babe. Someone will
Like
come
I'm
back and fix it.
saying, you just chuck furniture in. Forget it, like just don't paint, just don't do anything and just chuck furniture, like go and get really nice furniture, and that's all it's all about apparently.
We've worked so hard to get our finishes to a level that someone's going to be comfortable to move into, and then across the street, it's just like, you know, it's not really, the care factor's not there.
Especially when it was only a 2-point difference. Anyway, if it was a competition on finishes, we would have won already.
But when they get to Carly and Leighton's immunity-winning nursery, there's no doubt where the points have gone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is cool.
I like when I see like nurseries and kids' rooms and stuff, and they're not like cliche like blues and pinks.
Yeah.
You know, like it's nice to see something done with like neutral colours because you don't need to use colour all the
Well,
time.
that's it. They don't know if they're having a boy or a girl.
Carly and Leighton's room was really cool. I really liked it. They had some nice little details there, and the finishes were great.
Everything in here is very cool. This is really cute. Look at this little desk. They've done a good job. I don't think it was better than
I don't think it was better than Josh and Jenna's either.
the judges did.
Makes a
We always
difference.
said these guys are like the biggest competitor. You know, between these guys and Steve and Michelle, I think, yeah, it's going to be tough to make sure they're eliminated.
Yeah.
It's cool, I love that
Yeah,
little
there's
light.
nothing I can really pick in here.
No, did an awesome job. Carly and Leighton bring it every single week. I don't think they've had a bad room yet, and it really worries us because each week they're sort of getting their team over the line, and yeah, hopefully we don't end up versing them at the end.
Maybe we should recruit them to the red team.
I reckon they would be a great
need
member
extra
of the
help.
Redbacks. Yeah.
Coming up,
How did this not win?
the Blue Tongues check out the opposition,
They got the same amount of points as us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where did she get that from? I am going to get art like this.
and Carly isn't too proud to copy a good idea.
I need to know. We need to beat them.
Welcome back. Well, the Blue Tongues really seem to be finding their feet in this competition. They're only 2 points behind, and Carly and Leighton have won immunity for the week. This time last week, they were 9 points behind, and they still beat the Redbacks. So these guys are definitely a threat.
What a way to kick off a 72-hour challenge by heading on into the Reds' house and sussing out what they've been doing.
Josh and Jenna's styling of 13-year-old Maggie's room was only half a point behind immunity winners Carly and Leighton.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is the dreamy kids. Oh, wow.
How did this not win?
I thought their room was just as good as Carly and Leighton's room. They've thought this out really well.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, they must have been annoyed they didn't get immunity this week.
Josh and Jenna are on a pedestal for me, definitely. They're my competition. That's what I see as my competition, them too. Look at this art. Where did she get that from? I am going to get art like this. Oh, amazing. Just the way the bed, and the bed and the fan and all the curtains, and then that beautiful piece of artwork, which is just something that I would never choose. I need to find out where that artwork's from. Can you find out if that? Can you just lift it off the wall and find out?
I'm not lifting nothing off walls. Don't worry, you're not gonna.
I need to know. We need to beat them. Yeah, I'm taking these little open inspections as a bit of an opportunity to suss out where these blockheads are shopping. Oh, hang on. Yes, thank you, baby. The artwork stylist. OK. Where did she get this from? We all feared coming into this competition. We're up against the block. They're good.
I think they're feared now. We're up against.
Yeah, and I think we're coming through OK. I'm proud of us all the way.
They got the same amount of points as us?
Yeah.
Oh, OK. Yeah. Their finishes are better.
Yeah, they are much better
because
than
our
what
finishes
our
are crap,
finishes were.
that's why. We have to keep getting better and better and lifting the bar higher because they are just as creative and just as good as what the blue team is. So, but we have to be better.
To be better, Steve and Michelle have to do something pretty amazing with their second spaces.
We've got 2 new areas, the laundry and the bathroom.
And they're well on track.
The waterproofing's been done, that's all got to be tiled today. Right now I have to rush out to Beaumont Tiles and get some tiles for the floor in the laundry.
Carly and Leighton are doing the formal lounge room. Even though they have immunity, they're not slacking off the pace.
Then I've got a pendant light going in here. Winning immunity was a fantastic reward, and it gave me a lot of confidence. And it's just like, yes, I'm doing the right thing, this is awesome. But then the minute you got to site, I completely forgot about it. You know, you're still there to produce a great room for the homeowner and for yourself to be proud of.
Captains Ben and Gemma have the kitchen and living room this week, which require expensive new floorboards to replace the old plywood flooring. But as captains, they feel they are well across the team's budget and how it is divided up. Oh, here they are, the team captains.
Hi.
How are we? How are you going?
Good.
Of course, you're in charge of the budget.
Yes.
How is that going?
Budget's good.
Is it?
I think so.
We're going to have to pull from a few people's allowances this week because
yes.
this is a team effort.
So you might have to nick $1,000 from each room.
Yeah.
And you can do that as captains.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
This is what's happening. We're in charge of the budget.
Yep.
Because really, you know, like if you end up as a losing team, which happened last week, team captains were sort of
I've already sussed
a little
this
bit of
out.
blame.
Yeah.
I've
Directed onto them.
allowed myself in the budget to have a decent chunk to make our room shine.
Oh, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so as captains, you've given yourself extra budget.
Yeah.
Well, it would appear that these captains definitely aren't going to go down with the ship.
Everyone's fighting to stay in the competition, so everyone wants the best of everything, and I think being a captain gives you an advantage in giving yourself more funds if that's how you want to work the game.
Every man for himself seems to be the theme for the Blue Tongues. And when I visit brothers Nick and Chris in their bathroom, it's a similar story. Now, boys, it's tough impressing with a bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
So have you got anything that's, you know, like what's going to impress the judges?
Well, we're getting a custom-made vanity from Christian Cole.
Oh, Christian Cole, he's a great tradesman. We love him.
Yeah.
So basically, boys, you need to get at least an 18 to survive.
Yeah, you'd say so. Well, we need an 18 and we need, you know,
our team to win, but on the other hand, we need one of the other couples to do bad for us to stay safe. Because we're all doing great scores here. If everyone gets 18, we're still on the bottom by 2.
Yeah.
Or 1.5 points or whatever it is.
I like what you're saying. You're playing the team game, but you're very much playing an individual
You've got to
game.
think about that, though.
Yeah, you'd like one of the other blue tongues to get like a 12.
We don't wish that.
We wouldn't wish that.
No.
We're very competitive people as well. We're here. We wouldn't be here otherwise. If we were just sort of easy beats and just happy to plod along, none of us would be here. So yeah, there's an edge.
Shut up, Ben!
Coming up.
Should have been here, baby.
More rumble than Reno.
I told you I wanted the long ways, like bricks. That's not like a frickin' brick.
Over at House Blue Tongue, work is progressing. Sheeting's up in the kitchen. Leighton's beavering away in his formal lounge room.
No, I'm just building the fireplace for the gas fire. So we've got a nice slim one because we wanted this niche to be as small as possible. I'm getting a nice amount of sugar out of ash. And then either side of it, we're going to have 2 flying shelves. So those flying shelves will go to the corner, and that flying shelf will just round off there. Yeah, should be nice.
And the brothers are moving forward in their bathroom.
Yeah, so we just started sheeting now.
What time's the waterproofing going to happen?
Meant to be this afternoon.
But Steve is having a very bad day.
How's your day going, Steve?
Frustrating.
You see, Michelle went out for tiles this morning and has stayed out to get everything else.
What are these?
They're organic cotton from Japan, towels.
I might get a grey one of those too, please.
Leaving Steve to hold the fort.
You there, Dale? Yeah, the tiler's just wondering whether you've got the laundry tiles with you.
And holding the fort is not Steve's strength.
With the door...
Entry doors, yeah.
Just need hinges as well as door furniture.
Haven't you? Yeah, same here. So, I'm just being asked about them. My wife's out gallivanting around the countryside shopping and really enjoying herself while I'm making all the decisions back here in the bathroom and the laundry.
Michelle 100% should not have been shopping on that day. That was the first day of the 72 hours. She's only got a bathroom and a laundry to dress. She only has to buy towels and a couple of candles.
Yeah, it is absolutely hard to hold the fort when Michelle's not here to assist with me as well. Please answer your phone when I ring.
Steve was like, I don't know, I better call Michelle. You can't make a decision without her.
So Steve puts plan B into action. Make someone else, like the Tyler, talk to Michelle and make the decision.
It's good someone else is getting hassled by Michelle at the moment. All good, mate, or what?
Next time when you get a job like this...
Don't ring him. Don't ring him.
Well, I did. I rang her up a couple of times and said, darling, where are you? Yeah, I'm still out and about. And I said, I'd love for you to come back now. You know, like I'm making decisions here.
What did she say?
And she goes, oh, I'm nearly, you know, like I've got this to do. And
He can make the decisions in there. I've got nothing to do.
And it looks like Michelle might be right. Steve's taken control.
yeah, the tiles are here. The tiler's started. And, no, don't worry. Now I'm just waiting on a delivery of architraves around the door frames of the bathroom that Gemma and Carly were picking up from the hardware store today.
And here comes Michelle. Question is, will she like what Steve's done?
Honey, I'm home.
Where have you been all day?
Shopping.
It's like freaking 5:30 in the afternoon.
I had to get tiles and then buy fancy stuff for everything.
Oh, right, OK. Yeah, and what else?
That's it.
What else have you been up to today?
Nothing.
Really? You've got that look on your face. I know you've been up to something. What, did you get your foot massage that you were talking about? That was 2 days in a row where she'd been out from 6:30 in the morning and didn't get back to the house till 6 at night.
I have to shop.
I understand.
It's a long time, you know. And I don't know Melbourne. I have to find shops. I don't know Melbourne. If I was in Sydney, I would have been done in 5 minutes because I know where everything is.
Don't forget your tiles, Shell.
Go and have a look.
They
look fantastic.
I'm a bit ACD, so I have this thing in my head and that's the way it goes. And if it doesn't, I go off. Like, oh, I didn't want them that way. I want them the other way. He said bricks. Bricks go that way. They don't go that way.
Send your photo.
No, I didn't get a photo. I don't so sorry, but you got to take them off. Shut up, Ben!
Welcome to the Rumble. Round 1.
You're going to take them off, aren't you?
Yep. Duh.
What?
Should have been here, baby.
Don't tell me.
Tried to tell you.
Oh, my phone died. I told you I wanted the long ways, like bricks. That's not like a freaking brick.
You didn't tell me that at all.
You said like brick.
No, you didn't.
You said like brick.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Steve-O and Michelle did this pretty much majority of the weeks when we were on our last renovation show. And it was, I don't know, it was just a common theme. You just got used to it. They always had a blow-up.
I'm going. No, I'm going for a walk. I'm going.
Don't. You
Nah,
said
off.
brick.
Off. Stick it up, you
So you can take them off?
Whatever you want. Serious?
I'm serious. They have to go that way. They can't go that way.
Finally, Steve snapped. Because you could just see him brewing the whole week, just this anger with Michelle. She just chirps at him all day. Like, I don't know how he hasn't exploded more often.
The other way, boys, the other way. No, I just went, you know what? Do not need this. See you later.
Why weren't you here all day?
Because I was shopping.
But you went shopping, we have to pay for it.
He should have rang me.
Send you a photo.
My phone died.
Your phone died, so it's his fault?
Yes.
And now it's my fault?
Yes.
It's the tiles. I probably would have laid them across. Probably would have laid them lengthways, but like I said, it's one of those things, really bad communication, and this is what happens, so. You realise it's going to put us way behind and we're going to need a heap more tiles.
And if...
I really don't think it looks that bad, to be
the
quite
judge...
honest.
OK, well, at the end of the day, leave it there. Leave it there, and if I get eliminated...
Does Steve love it?
He doesn't care. It's just leave it there. So Mr. Referee's come in here and sorted me out, but I'm still pissed.
So we're all good? We're friends?
We never weren't friends. I always go off. It's just me. Yes, frantic, dramatic, over the top, yes. My middle name's Scarlett. Scarlett O'Hara.
Frankly, my dear,
I don't give a damn.
Not many tile losses?
No, all good. We're leaving him.
Yeah?
Yep. All sorted.
How'd you bloody get around that one?
I said if Steve hates it as well, and she goes, Steve doesn't care. What do you want to do?
I do care.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to pull them off?
Let's rip them off. Come on.
You want to
I'll
rip
clean
them
the glue off.
So I'll just talk her out of it.
Yeah, no, we'll rip them off. I'll make the decision, we'll rip them off.
Michelle, get ready to rumble!
We're ripping them off.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're leaving it. We're going to go 4 hours, so freaking stop being a stubborn ass.
I'm the stubborn ass. You're the bloody stubborn ass, and you're never around to make decisions sometimes.
I was out shopping.
Yeah, shopping and getting your foot massaged. I'm going for a bloody happy ending. That's where I'm going.
Well, we don't have to take them off.
I'm taking them off.
I was laughing. I felt so happy to see her blast.
I'm not that nice.
Spoken to you like that? No, Steve giving it back to her was great.
Was he? I didn't hear that. I just heard her going on.
No, he gave it to her too.
Steve, and he said no, so leave him, you freaking idiot.
I beg your pardon?
It's going to take 4 hours, so just leave them.
She's a control freak.
I'm waiting for them to decide if they're going to punch out each other. They better do it now quickly so they can decide.
For him to snap like that, he's been pushed and pushed and pushed, and yeah, and you don't need Michelle coming in and telling you that you've done the tiles wrong when you're at that moment. No one would.
But it was over tiles. Like, the tiles were 200 by 300 and they're laid that way instead of that way. Like, who cares? It's not really, like...
And I said it 3 times to you on the phone.
Okay.
But no. So you can resolve it and you can fix it up. I'm out of here.
Whoa. So, yeah, I can definitely feel Steve's pain, the poor guy.
Poor bloke.
She's lucky that he loves her.
Michelle, I will take them off.
No, leave them. Leave them. Leave.
He's not going to be happy.
No, it doesn't matter. Leave them. You said they look better. Leave them. And it's going to waste 4 hours of my day, so leave them. Leave them.
You're going to have a pretty rough couple of days.
It's fine.
You can cope with it?
I can cope. I've been married for 30 years. I can cope.
OK, let's do this one here.
And as night falls, Steve remembers what's really important. His lovely wife, Michelle.
I'm not that scary, am I?
That's the flower for my room that I put in the vase.
It's all right. You all right? Yeah. Getting all teary. Love of my life.
Even when I yell at you.
Ah, dear. Well, you weren't sort of yelling at me, you were yelling at the situation of the tiles, and yeah, I'd had a massive day in there just sorting out all sorts of dilemmas today that were going wrong and happening, and yeah, it was just the pressure. It was like a pressure cooker situation, and you know, something's got to give.
Moving on.
Moving on.
So there'll be no more blow-ups.
Oh, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, no, that's like saying the sun's not going to come up tomorrow. It's not going to... Sorry.
It's a new day on Reno Rumble. We are now just over 2 full days from completing these homes. Over at the Redbacks' house, there's been a big change. Overnight, their floors got sanded and polished. And for team captain Kyle, first business of the day is to protect the floor.
Everything seems to be going OK. We've still got a lot to do. I'd say we're a long way from our finished product, but we've got 2 days to reveal. But we've got our laundry waterproof. We've still got to build our wall frame for that and put a cavity slider in. The kitchen's going in here today, believe it or not. Line the ceiling. Lots to do.
One thing about the Redbacks is they're one in, all in.
It's nice as soon as you get up, you leave your caravan and they're there and you're working with them the whole day, and it's just such a nice feeling. And you see, like Kyle and Aidan, they're working on my room rather than their own room, so it's just like, it just goes to show that everyone's looking out for each other and no one's being selfish at all. So
there's just no underlying tension, there's no competition, they're not trying to take anyone down, we're all just trying to get our rooms done to the high standard, and we're all working to the goal that we need our house to win so none of us get eliminated.
2 teams down would be too much for the Redbacks, so they've called in the reserves to ensure nothing is missed or forgotten.
there's people everywhere here today. We decided to flood the house with trades just to make sure we get it done. We've got heaps of chippies here, we've got plasterers, we've got kitchen builders, sparkies, there's everyone. It's exciting. It's going to be a big day, but a big turnaround as well.
It's all happening. Oh my God, it's chaos here this morning. The boys are right on it. It looks like they're getting it ready so we can paint tonight.
Paint tonight, dress tomorrow. But so far, Jenna hasn't actually bought any furniture for her areas.
The kitchen's like freaking me out, so I just need to like let it go in, see it, and then I can go and get all the accessories.
You see, the Jay's kitchen was decided on the first day, but it's a bit special.
So we knew that there was a blue kitchen going in, so everyone sort of met up and were designing around that.
And as the panels start coming in, the rest of the team is getting the picture.
Is that got a cover on it?
That's what I keep wondering. No, that's the colour.
Nah, I think it does. That looks different to that.
It doesn't.
At first, I thought it was the plastic you peel off the cupboard doors.
I think everyone did. Everyone was like,
going
this
up
is
to it,
really
like,
hard to
picking
get
at it.
off.
How does this come off?
I think someone walked in and said to us, oh, that'll look great when you peel that plastic back. And Jenna's like...
It's going to be good. All week I freaked out about it. I lost sleep about it, and I think I've finally come to terms with the decision that it's quite cool, maybe? Cool, interesting? I don't know what it is.
Pressure's on. Jen and I haven't lost a kitchen reveal yet, so we're hoping that we have to take it home. We want 100% success rated for the Redbacks.
Another special feature that's causing some stress is the media wall in Jess and Aiden's lounge room. Yesterday, Aiden took on the job of deepening the wall so that he could recess a TV into it and then have insert shelves on either side. He worked on it all day. Yep, all day.
It got too hard for us, so we gave it a miss and I gave it to the real men.
So is this our plan?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Thank you.
Cool. The three of us boys were ginning around with this for about 6 hours yesterday.
Really?
It was a comedy of errors, really.
Daniel from Cadabra, who helped Aiden and Jess out on the block, is back to save the day.
I was going to help you, but I think I should chase some skirt up.
I don't think we need your help, mate. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, because...
Sometimes it's better just to stay away.
Yeah, that's exactly right, always.
And they got it done in 2 hours.
Over at House Blue Tongue, things are even more crowded.
7 o'clock, floor sanders are here. The Freedom guys are here, putting together the kitchen and laundry.
And the brothers' bathroom is the most crowded of all. Hang the expense, get the extra hands in.
The main tiler asked me if I could get some more tilers, so I made a couple of phone calls last night. I got 2 more tilers to give him a hand to get everything done, because at this rate he said to me we're not going to get it done because there's just so much to do. Basically what we've got to do is just get this tiling underway so we can finish it by today and start grading tomorrow and start hanging tomorrow afternoon.
And in no time at all, they've got it done. The brothers' place in the competition is on the line, and they've done something different to make their bathroom tiles stand out from the rest. But not everyone is on board with their style.
They've got tiles on one wall that look like bricks and then the tiles on the other wall that are straight up and down. I've never seen that before. It's really weird. How come you did it that way?
We want a bit of a feature on both walls.
Okay. I've never seen that before.
Well, it's all about taste. As we know, Michelle has very specific ideas about how tiles need to be laid.
Like bricks!
How do you think the boys are going with their bathroom?
I've been into their bathroom. Enough said. Yeah.
It's not just the brothers thinking outside the box. Blue Tongue team captains Ben and Gemma have their own secret weapon.
I got the kitchen guys to build a false pantry door. So basically it looks like all the cabinetry goes floor to ceiling, and you're kind of like, where's their laundry? Pop, open up, and then you walk in the laundry. So it's kitchen cabinetry, looks the exact same as like a pantry would, but it's actually the entry to the laundry.
It's pretty good.
Ching, voted off the island.
Ta-da! Laundry!
And the secret weapons don't stop there.
I'm putting in a Fisher Paykel drawer fridge in the laundry. I wanted to do something wow. It's a fridge, it's a freezer, you can use it as a pantry, and it's a wine cooler, and it's $3,500.
You all right?
Imagine going away for a week and coming home and getting all this.
Yeah, I know.
We did it the hard way, Lado.
The homeowners are going to be speechless, but only if the Blue Tongues can afford to finish. And Ben still hasn't told his teammates that they need to kick a little extra into the kitty to pay for the shared zones.
There's a big lack of communication this week. You need a boss. Someone needs to be a boss, and you need that. And you need them just to be communicating the whole time. It is the responsibility of the team captain to let everyone know so that everyone's on the same page. I mean, we are meant to be working as a team after all, right?
Any worries about the budget, Gemma?
No, it just seems everyone, is spending a lot more this week. But they've got to realise that the money that was included in what I've dispersed is also for their tradies. But they're cutting it quite fine, so...
It's the team captain's responsibility to manage the budget for their team. And this week's captains, Ben and Gemma, aren't known for their financial know-how.
Oh, she was feeling the pressure. And with our experience with Gemma and Ben on house rules, they were always over budget.
Yeah. We got an invoice for the air conditioning, the floor sanding, remotes, So do you have enough cash for all that kind of gear?
So knowing what you did about Ben and Gemma, how did they get to be captains?
They volunteered. Before Scotty gave me, who wants to be captain?
I'm the budget queen, Shurikens.
Go for it.
Useless.
Welcome back. Well, the Northcote Reno is in full swing, but the blue team might be hitting a roadblock. You see, captains Ben and Gemma didn't tell their teammates that the shared zones were costing more than expected and that they'd all have to kick in some extra cash. Problem is, everybody has already allocated their money.
I shouldn't have to pay for that big area.
Well, we've got $5 grand left or something like that, and we're going to spend $2 grand on that, and I've got $3 grand for Toller, so... What happened to the remainder of the money, the buffer? What happened to that?
They didn't leave a big enough buffer.
How much did they leave?
I don't know, not as big as Carly and Lane last week, so they're
I thought everyone was old enough and could be responsible for their own tradies, own everything. So what I did is when I divided the money, I let everyone know that what they had been given, and I asked them if that was enough and if they were happy, because I would have given them more. That needs to pay for all of your trades, and you are responsible for your trades with that fund.
What happened is they allocated money to all of us, and we just spent it. But then bills came in that we hadn't, we didn't realise had to be paid, you know, like the floor sanding and extra for the gyprocking.
A lot of them are saying that they didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what, yeah, that's where the confusion was, looks like.
Bull crap. It's not on camera, but I physically went into everyone's caravan at the site and said, this is how much I've allocated you for your area, and just so you know, this money is to pay all your trades. And they were like, yep.
Captain Gemma's challenge today is to get extra cash out of the rest of the Blue Tongues, because if they go over budget, it's all over for the Blues this week, and someone goes home.
And so you leave $1 grand aside?
Yeah.
Okay, at least $1 grand. Yeah.
You're a wise woman.
Is everyone leaving $1 grand?
Everyone's leaving $1 grand.
$6 grand. But the amount they want them to chip in keeps growing, from 1,000 to 2,000.
2K is basically the floor sander, the return air, the extra chippy, and then gyprock.
But for Leighton, who's a tradie himself and does all his own gyprocking, it's a raw deal.
I did all my own plastering and all everything, so I didn't get a bill. So I've got a bit more money for now, but now everyone's just splitting everything, and I've had no time. I've had no work done. And last week we broke it up, because that's what I did to all the trades yesterday. So how much time did you spend in each area?
Well, I'm happy to do that, I don't care.
Yeah, all right, so we'll break it up.
I've got to find out, because why would I even try working?
Only problem that I think is going to happen there is that Steve and Michelle are already in the pickle.
But that's their problem.
I know.
You know, they can't bring the rest of the house down.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to work out what's going to be the happy medium, because as a house, I think if someone burns, I think we're all going with them. So...
The way we tackled this week is I spent a lot of my time on the tools. That was doing all my own plastering, and we saved a bit of money with doing that. Then we didn't have to get any trades in, didn't have to pay for anyone, and that allows Carly to have the privilege of going to buy that nice rug, or if she sees something, going, I can get that. Because what we did last week, whoever worked in your area, they'd have an itemised bill.
Okay.
So if the plaster was in some area for 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, that would be put down and noted and billed to whoever's area it is. You know what I mean? So I've had a chat to him, and he's going to try to itemise and see who's in what area.
An itemised account is a great idea, just a little too late for the rest of the team.
We've got no money left.
Haven't we?
I said right from the word go, I said, what's the money? We're right, I said, what's the money?
If Gemma and Ben had just taken our advice and kept that money aside, things would have worked out so much smoother for them.
Gemma told me, I just rang Gemma and she said I have to keep that $1,000 that I've got left in my account.
Because as it is, gyprock is $6,500.
Now, Gemma and Ben didn't do the budget wrong. They just did it differently to us.
That's right.
And the only downfall is that they didn't communicate that to the team of how different it was.
Seems
As the most broke couple, Michelle and Steve have to resort to getting refunds on the stuff Michelle bought yesterday.
That's your refund.
I hope to see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Good luck, guys.
Absolutely.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks, darling.
So I've come to the lab and I've got $350 back, and that's going into the labour.
$350 is a start, but there's a long way to go.
It's now this.
Meanwhile, Gemma and Carly are out saving cash by using their sponsor vouchers.
We're going to get this gorgeous entry table from Christian Cole. We didn't find his entry table, but we definitely cannot afford the one that we wanted. So it's a little bit... today wasn't meant to be like this. Shivers, man. This is not...
But the compromise isn't sitting well, and resentments are starting to simmer.
There are people who are at the bottom and want to make their way to the top so they don't go home. And in doing that, they've gotten things in their space which they can't really afford.
I wonder if she means Nick and Chris. They're out to win, and they aren't skimping.
All right, we'll go for this one here, biggest one. Price on that one?
$6.95.
That's all right. Yeah. What if you hung two?
So small ones are $5.90.
What's better than one Swedish pendant?
What?
2 Swedish pendants.
True colours definitely shine through, and it makes you think, you know, as much as we're working as a team, you know, from here on in, I think we're just going to look after ourselves.
Over at House Redback, work is progressing at a blistering pace.
Although it looks like everything is just chaos in there, it's a lot's getting done and it's happening really fast.
And while the boys are taking care of the build, Team Captain Cara is taking care of the bills.
Oh, yeah.
Really hard to get tradies invoices regularly. They'll do the work and they're too tired to go home and send their invoices through, but you really need all that information. Can you send me the invoice? Because I'm just going to pay them as I go.
Oh, sure. So here.
Michael's going to send through his invoice for the cabinetry and their Hayden and Jess's box as well. That's coming to Savo, I think. Every hour nearly, she's like, give me your receipts, what do you spend?
So how much do you think all the new heaters are going to cost?
Well, my one's 240.
Is that all?
Easy.
Yeah.
I think for that price, you've at least got to do all new ones out there.
No, let's do a new
In
one.
my room, I'm going.
Let's do a new one here.
You want one?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like $600.
Can you make sure they email me the receipt?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're pretty good with budget. You're good with that.
Yeah? Pretty good with budget. I still worry about it, especially when every second producer is going, how's your budget? I was starting to get so paranoid, like, what do they know that I don't know?
Knowing they have enough in the kitty to bring all those extra trades in has paid off. It's starting to look like a home.
The previous room reveal, I used a little a vanity unit that I had custom made and I wanted to clad the drawer in dowel. So we did that, got some good feedback from the judges. So we thought we'd use it in here just to consolidate the house a bit.
All those fiddly, time-consuming details really do make a difference.
This cabinet looks really good.
Yeah, it does, eh?
You did a good job. Oh, and the little ceiling rose. Was that always there?
No.
That's new, isn't it?
That's my little pretty one that I chose.
It's really cute.
We really want to go out with all the textures and doing heaps of like interesting stuff because I think that's what this house is all about. It's got a beautiful era about it, so yeah, we just want to make sure we make the most of it.
Yeah, running this way.
Yeah, I think the house is looking great. It's all coming together.
Smashed it today.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it!
Like a glove.
Get out of town.
You're kidding.
Redbacks and back, baby. I used to be a one-man wolf pack, but now there's 2 more in our wolf pack. Now we're a 3-man wolf pack. Josh, Kyle, and Aiden. And we're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have.
Across the road at House Blue Tongue, friendship is in short supply. And the upcoming budget meeting is not going to improve matters.
We got a budget to talk about, and we got a budget problem, okay?
Yeah, some of them said communication has been a bit of an issue this week. Does that come from the captain, would you say, or?
With the I was going to say, I think communication works both ways. I think, you know, the captain needs to do what they need to do to make sure everyone's on track. But you, as an individual team, need to make sure that you're on the same track as everyone else.
Basically, the aircon, the flooring, and the chippy, we're going to divvy up evenly.
Yep.
The gyprocking is going to get individually itemised to each couple, purely because it works out fair if someone's had, say, someone like yourself, you've had a bit of time in there, a bit of time in your bathroom.
I mean, if it comes down to it and there's a problem with the budget, who is to blame?
Well, the captain's
the captain, yeah.
the ones that are running the budget are the ones to blame.
So we need
pretty much.
8,000.
8,500 is roughly where we're at.
Okay.
Okay, well, I've got $2 grand.
We
You
got
can have
$2
straight
grand.
away.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But you might be a little bit more. You might be a little bit less.
Well, that's all we've got.
Do you not have it?
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
not.
If you've had,
We haven't get any invoices.
invoices yet. So
But what have you spent the money on?
Nothing.
I never know whether the boys are being honest. One minute it's, you know, they've got this amount, next minute they've got this amount, and I always feel like they're not telling the truth, but I don't know why they feel, I don't know, it's like they feel that we're up against them, but at the end of the day, we're here to work as a team for this section of the house.
They said that the captains get extra money for some reason. I don't know, some rule.
So they can buy fancy stuff?
I think so.
So we're all aware that it's roughly going to be, give or take, 2,000, and the gyprock is the only thing that's going to make you go maybe 2 and a bit or 1,500 or so.
See, the thing is, the trades haven't actually handed any invoices in. So Ben's only guessing, which is making Carly very nervous.
It's the team captain's responsibility, I think, to rein in those bills, find out what they are. I still worry about this figure that we don't have.
I'm good, cool, eh?
Like this 8.5 figure, we don't have.
Carly and Leighton are so anal about themselves in this competition, and all it comes down to is them. All they're concerned about is how they go. They don't really feel a need to worry about anyone else.
But if you guys have blown your tradie bills and you need to take something back, then why do I have to take something back to pay for your tradie?
I don't have to take anything back.
That's right, so this is what we need to work out right
It's
now.
fine, Carly, it's fine.
Yeah, well, I'm just
It's all
saying,
good.
because I need to make action if that's what you guys want me to do.
It's all good.
Ah.
You hate that, don't you?
Makes me so mad. But I'm a little bit gutted at myself. Maybe I should have just helped her. But I guess because Benny had sort of put his chest out and said, oh, hang on, I'm team captain later, and later took a step back, I thought, well, I've got to take a step back too.
And the hard thing is, as much as you're a captain, you don't know how much time a trade's been in your space, in someone else's space.
Oh, God, what a shambles.
I actually had a thought the other night that I'd happily
Go to the red team?
hop ships. I'd put my hand up and say, yep, I'll do it.
That's a mass call.
I'll do it, for sure. Love to.
Sunday night on Reno Rumble.
We're about 8 hours behind with our bathroom.
Yeah, which is a day.
The Redbacks are taking big risks for big points.
I'm still not confident about the Blue Kitchen.
We have to get good marks to try and get the team over the line.
For the Blue Tongues, it's budget blowouts that are smashing the team.
What?
Budgets.
It just makes you mad.
You owe me this.
Do you think about sacrificing your rug?
Oh, that?
I don't give it on my rug.
If she doesn't want to return anything, then I can't make her.
I'm too old for this.
Yeah, she was upset.
But the Redbacks will also take issue with the Blue Tongues' tactics.
I'm pretty sure they stole our tiles.
The same tiles that seem to have been used across the road. And the challenges just keep coming.
There's a massive storm happening.
So the moment has arrived. The winner of the second week's Reno Rumble
Amazing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Is